Hi YouTube, it's Channel King Nazar, and I got three videos to cover today. First one's going to be talking about the latest Dragon Ball Super manga chapter. Second one's going to be talking about the the pilot episode for MCU She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, and the third will be my review of Dragon Ball Super Superhero. So let's get to it, shall we? So, uh, the Granola arc has more or less ended. Thank God for small favors. Now, if you've been watching me for a long time, you'll know that I am not a fan of the Dragon Ball Super manga, mainly because of its writer Toyotaro. And yes, it's written by Toyotaro, despite it saying being written by Toriyama. He's just doing the outlines, just makes changes to what he want, to what Toyotaro's ideas are of how to get to these points in the outlines. Now he's probably a bit more involved because he's not working with both Toei and Toyotaro. But the point is, he's not the main one writing the script. It's Toyotaro. So that's where a lot of my criticisms go. Now we've had a lot of dumb things going on this arc. Um, the whole trying to form a bond between Bardock and Goku, despite how incredibly contrived that is, trying to say that uh, Goku and Vegeta didn't have that fighting drive to win, which is why they couldn't defeat Gas, despite the fact that Goku and Vegeta, for decades, have had the fighting drive to win. Um, which is why they were, which is part of the reason why they were able to overcome the many enemies they faced. So that just makes that whole situation completely nonsensical. Um, there was another thing that I found upset about the Google arc. The fact that I think it could be wished that you could be the strongest in the universe, even if there was some kind of price to it. It's still kind of stupid. Um, and so many others. But this latest chapter uh, finally has Goku, Vegeta, Granola fighting the villain Gas, I believe his name was. And after we had Goku trying to travel with a new version of Ultra Instinct, yeah, because I'm pretty sure that would happen because Toyotaro had Goku master Ultra Instinct in the Moral arc, which was also trash. Um, but clearly that was him firing the gun too early. So Toriyama said he didn't want him to master Ultra Instinct yet, so Toyotaro had to backpedal on it and nerf it, just so the story could flow a little bit better. So we had that, but it doesn't really matter. Much like Ultra Ego, which if I recall correctly from what people told me, that was also an idea by Toyotaro, because neither of them are the one that gets the finishing blow on Gas. It turns out it's Frieza who does that. Yeah, Frieza just pops out, despite them mentioning every now and again their plan. The fact that he was so distant from the plot, and just I wouldn't say it's contrived. It was just poorly paced, to say the least. And it turns out that Frieza has a new form called Black Frieza. Wonderful. Yeah, we just needed another version of Frieza. And this form of Frieza is so powerful that it's able to one-shot both Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta. Oh man, the power scalers are gonna have a nightmare with this trash. What an absolute dumpster fire of a story. Uh, so, and the reason was that the reason why Frieza was not surpassed by Granola or Gas was because apparently he was in some alternate dimension that's similar to the hyperbolic time chamber, and he was, or the room of spirit time, and he was allowed to, he was able to get 10 years worth of training to achieve his form. And on top of that, uh, despite having Goku and Vegeta helpless and at his mercy, could easily kill them, Frieza doesn't because reasons. Does that make sense? No. Is it in character with Frieza, considering his history with Goku and Vegeta? No. Is it bad writing? Absolutely. Now, you'll get a lot of naysayers saying that, oh, he's just trying not to repeat his mistake in Resurrection F. No. This is not like Resurrection F. Resurrection F, Frieza was still technically more powerful than Goku and Vegeta in their Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan forms, with his Golden Frieza form. But the problem was that he wasn't able to capitalize it because, well, he was cocky and he had huge stamina issues. He couldn't maintain that form's power for long. So it was just a war of attrition. And that's why Goku and Vegeta ultimately won, along with a little bit of rewinding time. But yeah. But that was the reason why Frieza wasn't able to kill Goku and Vegeta. Here, Goku and Vegeta are helpless. Frieza could easily kill them, and there would be no consequences to it whatsoever for him. This is basically just I'm not going to kill you because the plot says so, which is terrible, terrible writing. It just continues to prove my point that Toyotaro is not a good writer and should not be writing Dragon Ball. It's just an absolute mess. I mean, thank God we got the new Dragon Ball Super superhero movie because we need a reminder that Dragon Ball can be good and not this absolute nonsensical, worthless dung that Toyotaro continues to make it. But I gotta save my rage. So I'm gonna keep. So I'm just gonna end the video talking about this Dragon Ball Super manga. It continues to be trash, absolutely garbage. We need to fire Toyotaro and have him replaced by we need to find the woman who wrote the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods SD manga. I think her name was Now Show. I think that's what her name was. That lady, she should be writing. She should be writing Dragon Ball Super manga. In an ideal world, she would have been picked as the heir of Toriyama because she seems to understand these characters a lot better than Toyotaro does. And in a better world, he'd be fired, and this would be retconned, and we'd have her taken over. But sadly, that's not it to be. But the bad news doesn't end there. I still gotta cover She-Hulk. So you guys tell me what you thought of this. Are you upset by this chapter, or do you somehow think that this is gold? Because I can't possibly fathom how that's possible. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys more later.